So today's video is going to be super controversial because we are in Santorini in Greece and we've been dreaming of coming here for so long, but being here for less than 12 hours, we realised there are actually two types of Santorini experiences. We're going to show you both types today. So where we're staying at the moment now, which is Kaladiros, I butchered that, but I'll put it on the screen. And we're going to go to Fira and to Ia. So we're going to walk there now and show you all the way along and how different the place changes between here and there, because the photos you see on Instagram and the videos you see on YouTube are not the real Santorini. So stay tuned if you want to see something a little bit different than everybody else.
Okay.
Well, here's where we're staying. So the Vault Cave Suites. You've probably seen the introduction video for we did for this Airbnb tour. Now, we tried to find the place on the map, on Google Maps, and it just didn't exist. Basically because we thinking that everything's on a road, where it's not on a road. It's on like a laneway. Oh, here comes the quad. So there's these little laneways that all the villas are on.
It's like a maze in here.
It's like a maze, yeah. And you know, there's some super high-end ones. Yeah, and there's some absolutely derelict ones. So that's why we couldn't find it on the map. And when we noticed that we couldn't find it on the map, we actually decided it might be best to get an airport transfer to get us here. So the airport transfer was 25 euros and it was worth every cent, because this is what I'm saying, like you get these beautiful things and then derelict things. But 25 euros, the guy picked us up from the airport, dropped us right at the top of this laneway, and then the owner of the Airbnb, who's awesome, came and met us and took us down and showed us how everything worked. But it's we would have had a huge struggle to find it on our own. A massive struggle to find it on our own. But we've just got to work out how to get back to the airport now, because we don't actually fly out until 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. So we want to make sure that, yeah, we can get back on time. But it's pretty.
It's a very pretty place. There's lots of white buildings everywhere. And like Ollie mentioned, you've got some really nice high-end ones. And then you've got your standard ones. So there's definitely two types to two sides of Santorini. You've got your, I think, traditional villages, which is a little bit more out. And then you've got your high-end luxury, which would be the Instagram, I guess.
Yeah, Fira and Ia. Yeah. So we're going to walk there now so we can show you all the way along as we get there. But we'll show you what we saw last night and this morning, and it's different than what you've seen probably. So that's the little lane to get to our villa. Like I said, we never would have found that. There's no bins here, so you've got to bring your bins up the front from your villa every day. And all the cars are covered in a bit of ash. Yeah, everything's covered. Every single thing in the whole island's like covered in ash.
It's
but it's a volcanic island, so you got to expect that.
You're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Workout.
It's a great workout. It's all uphill. Yeah, so we can walk from here to Fira in about 20 minutes, the guy reckons. So which we're gonna do now. Yeah. So that'll be interesting walk. We walked there mostly last night. We didn't know we'd done that. We're looking for some water because the tap water's not drinkable. So we got here quite late. I guess it was 8:30.
It's a really long travel day.
It was a long travel day. We left Norway at 1 o'clock, or 1:30 we got up. Yeah. Left Norway. We left our Airbnb at just about 3 o'clock in the morning, and we got here last night at about 8:30. So it was a pretty long day.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
As I'm saying, you got this beautiful Villa Arania luxury suites, empty block, big home here. Tip. I reckon it's going to change drastically as we get closer to Fira.
Find out.
We've been walking it for about 5 minutes now, and map says we've got about 750 metres to go till we get to Fira. So this is what the outskirts of Fira look like, I guess.
It's very busy.
It's very busy.
And it's warming up as well.
Yeah, 24 is the maximum today.
It's a bit warm. So cars everywhere.
Oh, cars everywhere, yeah. Bikes everywhere. Quad bikes. This appears to be the main road to get to Fira. Everyone's walking up and down here. There's no footpaths or anything. You just got to keep your wits about you, but it is only one way. Don't mess with buses. Tour. This has got to be the way.
I know. Get you to get your thing.
Yeah, no, it's got to be that way too. All right, here we go. Lost OB already. Oh, there she is.
I don't know which way to go.
Let's keep going that way.
Where's that way? And what about there? Where does that go?
I don't know, but that's the way we got to go to that restaurant.
Okay, wow. Cool.
So this is the Instagrammable Santorini. As you can see, everyone's taking photos. Even OB. But you don't do photos.
I'm sending it to my mum.
Okay, nice. Why don't you say hi, Mum?
Hi, Mum. She'll love that.
She will love that. Hi, Ella. This is definitely what you think of when you think of Santorini.
It's packed.
It's packed.
Full of restaurants,
Yep.
heaps of little shops,
Yep.
and it's busy.
And it's busy.
Really busy.
And it's pretty. It's
very pretty.
Go this way or this way?
Oh, that way.
Okay.
It's so hard to choose.
It's hard to choose.
And every area that you go into, the main centre, there's beautiful views. Things might be a block.
Just go, baby. No matter. So that's the view that everyone gets a photo.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go down here, take a photo back out that way, and then you get that beautiful vista, that beautiful view.
Yeah, that's lovely.
There's a cable car that runs down to the beach down there. I assume that's what shuttles the guests from the cruise ship across.
So far, so good.
So far, so great. That's the view that everyone takes a photo of. It's very pretty, but this is where the donkeys come, so it smells like donkeys. Avi's killing herself walking upstairs. She's not a big fan of walking uphill. Think about how good your thighs will be and your bum.
Much more food I can eat.
Exactly. Lots of Instagrammers.
Oh man. I'm like starting when we were thinking about this.
It's a fair climb. It's worth the climb because good view. We've been walking now for about an hour and a half maybe, and
I'm getting thirsty.
You're getting thirsty. Yeah, it's almost, well, it's definitely beer o'clock, to be honest.
But we're trying to find a restaurant for tonight with the view. So.
Yeah. So Abby found a place called Vanilla, which has a rooftop terrace, but it's not. The view's okay. Don't get me wrong. It's that view, which is fantastic. Ia, which is over there, that's the sunsets on that side, so everyone goes over there for the sunsets where you get those iconic sunset photos. But we reckon that if we come in Fira on the other side, where the pointy bit, we should be able to see Ia and the sunset over Ia. So it should be just as good, I reckon.
We'll find something.
We'll find something. But I think we're gonna get a drink and head back on home. Yeah, swim a nudie there, that's for sure. Never swim a nudie there. Yeah, we'll get a drink and head back home. I'll let you know what time it is when we get back there. Okay.
So we are just walking back from having a little break. We had a drink overlooking a little beautiful, well, nice restaurant, which we'll show you tonight.
Yeah, we're going to go tonight.
We're going to go there for dinner, so we'll show you how much it is, what we're going to get. It's absolutely crazy here. Heaps of buses have just arrived with tourists. It's just mayhem. People everywhere.
I'm going to say, this morning when we started, before we headed off, I had an opinion of Santorini.
And what was that opinion?
Oh, it's a shithole. Like, that's just, I guess we experienced that last night. When we got here last night, we've been up for 20 hours. We walked in the dark, there's no street lights. Some guy started screaming at us from a car. I slipped and blew out a thong. I had to carry water 2 kilometers. Like, I'd had a gutful, right? So I had like maybe a bit of a negative sort of image of where we were. Now, that being said, we just went, and you saw the other part of the video when we were in Fira. Yeah, you can get a villa there. Our villa was like $1,000. You get $2,500 the same time to stay over there with a pool and watch the Caldina.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're really going to experience Santorini the proper way, because if you just stay there, it's just another tourist place. And
it's extremely busy.
It's extremely busy.
Yeah.
There's tourists everywhere, and I don't think you're going to get the real feel of the place. Whereas where we're staying now, it's like just a little bit out. It's about a 15-minute walk, so it's nothing to walk there.
Not too far. It's a small village, really.
Yeah, and it gives you just a more honest representation of this island. And yeah, it's lovely. It's definitely just European Bali though. People
are extremely friendly, really, really helpful. But it is obviously peak season at the moment for European summer, so there is a lot of people here.
Yeah.
It's crazy busy. So maybe off season might be a little bit more quieter.
Yeah.
But it's a one-off destination, obviously. When you think of Santorini, how often do people come to Santorini?
Weather's perfect, people are lovely. Oh yeah. Where we're staying is close to everything.
It's nice, yeah.
And, yeah. I would I'd come back to another Greek island. Let's say that. I don't know if I'd come back to this Greek island. It's lovely, don't get me wrong, but
it's very touristy based. It's like, so it depends what you're after.
True, and it's 13,000 k's from home. So yeah, that's that as well. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.
Bye. See you tonight.
Yeah, see you tonight.